This is Dr. Amy Borgi here. I am your instructor for your Guidance 507 class this term. This is the fall of 2026, and I'm going to show you how to access the course, and we'll figure out the course number when we get there. So I'm here on my Chafee portal, and over here is Canvas. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. If you're enrolled for the class, enrolled in the class, you will see the course. It looks like this. We are section 47361, and this is a 14-week asynchronous online class. So what does that mean? It means there's no course meetings, okay? So we can access the class anytime we like because it's asynchronous, meaning we don't all meet at the same time. So the material goes up on Monday. You have a week to complete your work. Your work is due the following Monday for each week until we get through all the weeks. Here, I'm going to go ahead and click on this. And I have recently updated our entire course, so there may be some mistakes, just to warn you, but this is our homepage here. And if you land here, then you know you're in the right spot. So it says, start the course by watching the course introduction video. And this is the course introduction video. So it's not placed there yet because I'm still recording it, but it will be here and you'll click on that and watch it. Or I'm going to be sending you a letter tonight in which I will give you this video so you can watch it and be prepared for starting the class. The class does not start until tomorrow, Monday, August 17th at 12 o'clock p.m. You will not be able to access the class prior to that. Here we have the course syllabus, and you can sign the syllabus contract. You'll need to complete that assignment by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. to stay in this course. Students who do not turn in this assignment by Wednesday will be dropped on Thursday to make room for students who are on the wait list. And the reason is I really like to make sure that my students are engaged from the very beginning because I don't want anyone in this class who's not engaged, because if you decided to sign up for the class and then you forgot about it, I don't want you to fail just because you forgot about it. So I will be dropping people on Thursday that never access the course, or students that access the course but don't actually complete this contract. So it's more than you just pop in and show you're here. It's more like pop in and show you're here on the first day of class so I know that you are planning on taking the class. But if you don't complete that syllabus contract by Wednesday, I'm going to assume you're not engaged enough to do well in the course, because you do have to watch this video and read the instructions on Canvas to know that you have an assignment due. So that means you have to interact a little bit with the stuff in Canvas. Okay, so we have week by week, these little buttons will lead you to the places you want to go in the class. But all of our stuff is really over here in this modules section. So in modules, if I click here on course introduction, it's going to lead me to the modules section. Okay. This is the course introduction here where it says course introduction and resources. This is the syllabus and syllabus contract. And this is week 1. And that's all that's available for now, okay? If you click on any of this stuff here, it'll lead you to that stuff. So the syllabus contract is here. And this explains how to complete the assignment. You're going to basically sign and date this contract. So you're going to like copy and paste this whole thing into a document, and you can either use DocuSign, and I have a video on how to do that. If you want to learn to sign digital documents, it's a good skill to have, especially for hunting down jobs and things like that. Or you can print this thing and sign it like this example here. Okay, so it's up to you how you want to do that, but this is due by Wednesday. Please make sure you get it handled. Okay, going back to our homepage here, I just want you to see that if you click here on syllabus, it's going to lead you to the module on the syllabus. So here it is. And that's where we just were. So here is the syllabus. And this is a downloadable copy. So if you click on this, it'll download. So I'm not going to click on it, but if you click there, it will automatically start downloading. I also have a thing called syllabus over here because this is a cool tool. And the syllabus is actually here in Canvas. So if, for example, like you don't have a printer and you don't want to print out the syllabus or you don't want to download it, you can just look at it here. Of course, it's not as pretty. The formatting is not as lovely, but you could find what you need to find here. A little trick here too is at the top of this page, you can say jump to today, and it'll tell you all the upcoming assignments. The only problem is sometimes this list does not populate assignments that are over the course of several weeks. So that can be kind of annoying, right? So I'm going to actually take you to a nice, beautiful copy of the syllabus here by just clicking here to download it. So I'm going to download a copy really quick. Here it is. Let's look through it. So just so you know, my contact information's here. The important dates for our course is here. You'll notice the first day to drop the class is the day we start. The last day to add is September 1st. And looking at the calendar, which I just popped open here, September 1st is like a couple weeks from now. So we've got some time to mess with this class, I guess, and add people in. No problem. Okay, course description. This is what the course is about. These are your required course materials. We have the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens book. It's a relatively inexpensive book. If you click on these, you can access the book at the campus bookstore or via Amazon. If you do Amazon, make sure that you don't purchase the tiny little baby size book. You're going to need a day planner that's daily or weekly, and there is a whole section in why you need a day planner, but you're going to be recording all your assignments and when you're going to do those assignments in the day planner. And this is for you to help you because it is a life-changing, revolutionary thing to use a paper and pencil planner in these digital times because it's easier and faster to keep track of everything. And you'll find that you don't get distracted when you're using this like you do on your phone. Okay, you're also going to need Zoom. You'll need a free Zoom account. Okay, then recommended materials are the On-Course 8th edition book. Okay, so this is an optional book. You do not need to buy it, but if you purchase it, I will give you extra credit if you purchase it in the first week. Same thing with this book. We're using this book for some things in the class. We're using this book for some things in the class. So if you purchase these books, here's the links for them. Campus Store, Amazon, and this one's just at Amazon. If you purchase these, you will get extra credit in the first week if you've purchased them by Monday, okay? So like you have from the 17th till I think it's like the 24th is the Monday that they're due. So that's available. And then also you're going to need a student ID card, and if you don't have one, you can click here and it'll take you to get the student ID card. So that's kind of nice. So here are the links for, it says for spring 2026, but it's the same for this term. And I don't think I'm going to change it. Just know that these are the same links. I just forgot to change that word. No big deal. All right, so here we have the Guidance 507 Student Learning Outcomes. So basically these are the things that you're going to be able to learn as a result of taking the class. And basically you're going to increase in every area of your life because this class is designed to basically make you into a better person, because to become a better student, you have to become a better person. To become a better person, you've got to be more responsible, set some goals for yourself, have, faith in yourself and what you can do and what you're capable of. And I'm going to teach you how to increase your motivation and decrease your procrastination, okay? So my teaching philosophy is here. I'm here to help you. Okay, so I'm here to absolutely help you. Everything that I do and the way the course is set up is to help you. You'll notice there's a lot of assignments in this class when we get to that point, but the reason why they're there is because I want you to be successful. So we have frequently asked questions. So here we go. Are there course meetings for this class? No, it's asynchronous. We do have some extra credit office hour meetings that you may attend. Can I turn in late work? No, unless you have a doctor's note or proof of court appearance that lasts for an entire week. One thing I am is a stickler about late work. Work is due, so if it appears in the syllabus, it's due the following Monday after it appears in the syllabus. So all the work that appears for this week of the 17th is going to be due on Monday the 24th. I believe it's the 24th. Let me double check. Yes, Monday the 24th by 11:59 p.m. The Canvas assignments do shut off at 11:59 p.m. You do not have till midnight. You have till 11:59 Canvas time. And if you miss that deadline, you will not get credit for the assignment. And that is because I am trying to teach you how to adhere to deadlines. And if you do happen to miss work for some reason, you can do the extra credit work that I have available, and I'll go over that when the class begins, okay? And we'll also look at it at the end here. So when is homework due? I already said that, no late work. Monday after it appears in the syllabus. There are some assignments that you may have a longer period of time to do, and I will put a specific due date next to that. Can I email homework? Well, first try turning it in via Canvas. If you're having trouble on Canvas, please email me the work with a note that you're having trouble on Canvas, because I want to see what's wrong so I can fix it or help other people if there's a problem that's reaching multiple people. Can I make up quizzes and tests? No, because you have a whole week to take the test. So if you miss a test, then you're going to have to do one of the extra credits to make up the points for that test. What if I miss an assignment? Same thing. I use lots of extra credit to make up for those. And that's just to teach you a lesson. Like if you don't turn it in on time, you're not going to get a chance to do that one again. You're going to have to do something else. My extra credit assignments are a little more lengthy and involved than the regular assignments for that reason. What if I'm unable to access the internet? So this is the deal. If the whole internet goes down or Canvas goes down or there's widespread problems, I'm going to give extra time for assignments. But I suggest that you actually do all your work Monday through Friday and turn in your work by Friday. If you do that, I will be offering extra points on some assignments. Not all of them, and I'm not going to tell you ahead of time which ones. But if you turn in certain assignments by Friday at 11:59, I will give you extra credit for that. And just to be a loving, caring teacher for this first week, if you turn in the assignments that are due on Monday the 24th, by this Friday at 11:59, I will give you extra credit points on both those assignments. I'm not sure how many, a few here, a few there, right? So maybe like 2 points per assignment or something like that. But I want to encourage you to turn in your work early and ahead of time. So that way, if you do have problems with internet access or whatever, you have time to fix that problem. If just your internet goes down, I'm not going to give you extra time to turn it in. You do have your phone you could use to turn in assignments. If you're not super good at technology, you can always call me and we can walk through it together if I'm available. I am not always available on Monday nights when you guys are turning in assignments, though, just FYI. So anyway, there is a thing called California Connects. It's available for $19.99 per month. There is a link to that on Canvas. Okay, so can I use artificial intelligence to complete assignments? You can use it to get ideas, but you need to write your own work. And there is a built-in AI detector in Canvas now. So if I see you constantly using AI, you may get a talk from me and lose some points. And maybe I've never had to kick someone out of the class for that. Hopefully that won't happen. Okay, I have a disability. What do I do? So if you have a disability for which you receive services from our Disability Programs and Services office, you need to meet with me right away. It can be a phone meeting. It can be a Zoom meeting. You can just text me, that's fine. But you need to request that your accommodations be put in place if you would like them placed in the class. So that means if you get extra time on tests, you need to let me know that you would like me to give you the extra time on tests or whatever it is your accommodations are. So let's meet about it right away. I notice sometimes DPS students, their contract doesn't include my guidance class for whatever reason. They forget to put guidance classes on there quite a bit. So if my course is not listed on the contract, I can't give you the accommodations. So you want to make sure that the contract lists this class, okay? All right, so what are extra credit Success Center events? So there are extra credit Success Center events that start the first week of school. And actually, I'm sorry, they start the second week of school. So I will present them the second week, so next week. And basically, these are offered at Success Centers here at Chafee, but they're offered online. There are some in-person ones, but this is an online class, so I don't expect you to go to campus. These are all online. You just have to sign up for them through a program called Academia. So here it says Academia. You're going to sign up for that through Academia. And then you're going to attend the workshop via Zoom. There are 3 workshops you can attend, and each one is worth 50 points of extra credit. Now, the rub is that you have to do these kind of towards the beginning of the semester, because this is only a 14-week class, so you're not going to be going all the way to the end of the schedule there, because this is only 14 weeks. But also, when we start getting to like midterms and into the final weeks of this class, these workshops tend to get pretty crowded. So it's in your best interest to do them as soon as possible, as soon as they're assigned, so you have some like insurance in case you do miss assignments, because that's 150 points of extra credit that you could earn. And each one of those workshops is about 45 minutes, and they're on topics that are really interesting, like time management, growth mindset, and learning strategies. What do you need to buy for the class? Well, I already went over that, but I'll just let you read that on your own. And what if I can't afford the textbook? Some people get upset because their funds are not available to purchase the books in a timely manner to get the points. And that's why I have extra credit for situations like that. The only two things you have to purchase, that you must purchase for actual course points, are the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, and a daily or weekly day planner. And there are links to those, and they are relatively inexpensive. The 7 Habits book can be purchased for relatively cheaply. Yes, I accept receipts in the assignment. So if you purchase the book, you can use the receipt. If you use the digital book, please take a picture in the middle of the book somewhere, because I want to see that you've actually purchased it. Anybody can pull up the table of contents online. Okay, is Canvas used to turn in all assignments? Yes. What if Canvas is not working? Then I will give you extra time. Okay, and I'll let you know. You want to check the announcements regularly in Canvas for updates on all things. That is the only place I have to change things as we go through the class. There's tons of extra credit. The best way to reach me is via text. Here's my phone number, 909-224-1204. I recommend you stick that in your phone now as a contact. So if you need me, I'm right there. It's Dr. Borghi, Borghi, 909-224-1204. We have some abbreviations used in our course schedule. OC is On Course, 8th edition. SC is Success Centers. 7H is the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. Canvas, I usually just spell out the whole word. And STE is Snap Together Essays, the modular writing approach. Okay, so we have a course schedule. In each week, we have the title of the week. We have the dates of the week. We have the topics of the week, and then we have the items you need to read or review. So we do have a quiz this week on the course syllabus and week 1 Canvas content, just to make sure you're paying attention and you understand how the course works. Canvas, you're going to log in and you're going to review our College Customs PowerPoint. Our assignments. The syllabus contract must be completed by Wednesday, 8/19 to stay in the class. You need to purchase your textbooks by the 24th. You need to purchase extra credit items if you're going to do it by the 24th. And we have one discussion, meet and greet, that is due on Monday. The rest of the weeks are all still listed here, and I'm just going to cruise through all of it. There's 14 of those. And so here's week 14. And now here's the grading scale. So I do grade based on percentages. You should be able to see your percentage in your Canvas grade in Canvas. So like, let's say we're here. If we go to our Canvas, grades are over here on the side. So if you click on grades, bam, you should be able to see your grade here. This is an empty grade book, but yours will actually just show your grade. Okay, next we have some other things. Like these are the breakdown of our grades. So, oh wait, I almost forgot. You can also earn an FW or a W. FW is a failure to withdraw. So if you don't withdraw yourself from the class, then like if you plan on not taking the class, first you should talk to me. Then if we agree that it's important that you drop, you're going to drop yourself in my Chafee view. The only time I'm going to drop is that first week, just that Wednesday, when if you're not engaged in the class, I'm going to drop you and put someone else in the class. Okay? I might try to reach you if there's no waitlisted people, but there's a wait list for this class. So I suggest making sure that you get your spot by checking in the first day and turning in that syllabus contract. Okay, these are the extra credit assignments. There are 380 points of extra credit in the class. And you'll notice that Success Center Mindset's worth 50, Success Center Learning Strategies is worth 50, and Success Center Time Management is worth 50. These workshops are your best bet for getting extra credit. Office hours, typically there's 8 office hours throughout the term. If for some reason that doesn't happen, because they have to be approved by the school, by Chaffey College, but they never do it in time for the syllabus. So if this changes, I will add other extra credit and I will let you know in course announcements of any changes that are made. So make sure you check the course announcements multiple times per week. Okay, assignment grading. So we have quizzes here. So 300 points worth of quizzes. We have 6 quizzes in here. Actually, we have 7 if you count the one we're having next week on the syllabus in week 1. Okay, the time management packet is worth 100 points. This is an assignment you don't want to miss. It takes 2 weeks to complete, and a lot of people forget about it because it's kind of in the middle of the class, and they're like, nothing important is happening here. This is 100 points. It is important. I'm warning you. Okay, we've got the final exams. There are 2 parts to the final. One is a multiple choice short answer. The other one is an essay. Okay, so we've got assignments. Now, these are all the assignments in the class. There are 240 points worth of those, and these are the names of the different assignments. We have discussions. These are all the discussions in the class. So if you look at all the stuff we have here, that's a lot of assignments, but the more assignments we have, the more chances you have for success. And if you miss one, it's less of a big deal. However, you can't miss a lot of these, okay? And there's only so many points of extra credit. So make sure that you do your assignments and turn them in on time so you can get credit. Just doing extra credit alone is still not going to get you through the class. This is a poem I wrote for you. I'll allow you to read that when you like. And this is an example of the syllabus contract, what's in the contract. So you can read it here, but you're going to fill it out in the assignment. So that is the syllabus. And let's go back to our Canvas here, 2 modules. And I do want to mention that there is information about the class. So the welcome video will be placed here, but here is a really nice page that tells you exactly what the class is like and what it's about. And so basically following instructions is how I grade everything, and that's what the class is about. It's about learning to follow a set of complex written instructions, because that is something that you have to do in life. You have to do it to get a job, a good job, a career, basically. You have to do it like for the DMV to complete your taxes. There's a lot of things in life that you're going to have to do this. So this is training, okay? So following instructions is the way I grade you. So you must read all the instructions and follow them carefully. You've got to use proper grammar, spelling, and punctuation in assignments. This is college, show me college level work. For many assignments, I required you to include both the questions and prompt in your answers. And if you don't answer the whole thing or you don't put the question, you're going to miss points. Assignments have multiple steps because this is about teaching you how to follow multi-step instructions effectively. Okay. Also, you should do these things each week in the class. Check the syllabus for readings and assignments first. Check the modules tab. Check the assignment. Well, it's called actually like the syllabus snapshot. You're going to do your assigned reading for the week first, then attend any class sessions, which we don't have any, watch any movies, and explore the online materials. Complete the assignments. If it appears in Canvas, you're supposed to read it, watch it, or complete it. There's never something in there that I just put in there that you don't need, unless I say this is optional. It's required. All homework is due by Monday at 11:59. You cannot turn in late work. Online classes do take up a lot of time. So we're going to have 3 hours of Canvas class, 3 hours of reading, and 3 hours of homework for 9 hours a week. This class does take between 6 and 9 hours for most people to complete. Let's see. That's the breakdown. So Canvas navigation, I'm going to let you read through this, but there are some important ones here. Do not send links to assignments. So all assignments need to be turned in. Either you can copy and paste the text into the text box, or you can upload an actual file. Do not use Google Docs links. Do not use Dropbox links. Don't use cloud links at all because they don't work. I can't access them, and a lot of times people mess up on the permissions anyway. And also the due date is firm for all assignments, and you can still edit documents that are linked after the fact. And that's not fair to students who turn in a document. So everybody has to turn in a document or do the text, copy and paste into the text box. Canvas does time out and it doesn't always save your work. So if you're going to walk away, save what you're doing somewhere, okay? Otherwise, you might come back and it isn't working. If you have a comment, or if I leave a comment or question about something on an assignment, just text me to respond. Don't reply directly in the assignment because I'm not getting notifications when people do that all the time. Also, if you need to attach more than one file at a time, you have to upload them all first, or you have to put them all into the little uploader and then upload them all at the same time. If you try to upload them one at a time, it's only the most recent one that's there. Okay, fastest ways to reach me. By text is the fastest way. Second way is probably by email, which takes about 48 hours. Phone calls. So I'm going to just say this now. We have a new phone system and I cannot access my phone system through Chafee. So, and I don't think my outgoing message carried over to the new messaging system. So when we get back into the semester, that's one of the first things I'm going to try to do is fix that. But right now, you really need to use this number to reach me, 909-224-1204, or my email. My email is amy.borgi@chafee.edu, okay? And every teacher, it's the same thing. Their first name, period, last name, @chafee.edu. You need a fast enough internet connection for Canvas. You can check your computer speed test with a speed test here. So again, I don't take late work. And so that's pretty much what that says. Now, I really want to let you know that we do have work that is due next week. So I want to just quickly show you where to find that work. So in the course introduction, this is where you turn in your textbooks and day planner. This is an assignment and it does have links to all of the books in here. So required materials, you can buy 7 Habits at the campus store and Amazon. But if you receive financial aid, you have to purchase your books from campus store, okay? Required, a daily or weekly day planner. And then these are recommended for extra credit. You will get extra credit for these items. I also want to show you, there are rubrics here. So here's a rubric and it shows you, and this actually I need to update before we start this assignment. So, but you can look at any rubric and it will show you exactly what is expected in the assignment. In a discussion, it's in a different place. It's up here. So in discussions, it'll be up here where it'll say show rubric, okay? So this assignment, uploading your textbooks, you need to take a picture of yourself with the textbook or send receipts. And remember, you need to upload all of the photos at once if you have more than one photo, okay? One more assignment for this week is, and our last assignment is U 2.0, our discussion, which is the meet and greet. So you're going to watch this video first, then you're going to create this cute little evolution. So basically you're going to draw a picture of yourself evolved and it explains how to do it in this video. There are examples down here of, these are from my in-person class, but you're pretty much doing the same exact thing. You want to make very careful sure that you follow all the steps in the assignment because there are many steps here and I don't want to give away everything, but extra credit, I'm going to be choosing a winner. So whoever does the best job on this assignment following directions and has an awesome drawing of their U 2.0 will get 20 extra credit points. So that's a contest. I'll be announcing the winners probably a week after you turn it in because I take about a week to grade all your assignments, okay? There are videos on how to turn in assignments in Canvas. All of the resources for this course are in the course introduction and resources. So you'll see there's a read this, disclaimer, the frequently asked questions from the syllabus, how to use Canvas. So inside this little thing here is a video on how to turn in assignments and how to use Canvas. This is how to use your day planner, purchasing your textbooks and day planner assignment, assistive technology options for all students. That tells you how to use like speech to text and text to speech, and Grammarly, which is really helpful. I suggest you use Grammarly for everything, every assignment that you do. It's a spelling and grammar checker. Just use the free version. There are instructions on how to do that inside there. And then this is how to log into Academia and make your appointments for the Success Center activities that are extra credit. Here is a Zoom video conference tutorial and a guide on how to use Zoom. Okay, so I think that is everything you need to know. And I just want to also thank you for being just caring about yourself enough to enter this class. I know that if you're in this class, you're on academic probation or progress probation. And if for some reason that is not you and you are not in academic or progress probation, then you're probably in the wrong place. Please contact me right away, 909-224-1204, to determine if this is the right class for you if you're not sure. You should have a contract with Opening Doors. Now, if you would like extra credit today for listening to this video all the way to the end, please click on this video at the bottom of the video where it says YouTube. Go to YouTube, leave a comment under this video. Let me know in the comment whether this video was helpful to you or not, okay? And so just to show you kind of how to do that, let's go to a video on Canvas. You can kind of see. So you'll see here it says watch on YouTube. So I'm just going to click on watch on YouTube.
Guys,
okay, so and then underneath that, I could add a comment here. You want to make sure that you put your first and last name so I know it's you. And this is extra credit. And I'm going to give 10 points of extra credit to students that do this, which is great. I also want to remind you to make sure you check the course announcements regularly, okay? So here are our course announcements. Right now there's nothing here, but there will be things here. I'm going to be sending out a letter tonight just informing you about this course introduction video and letting you know that the class starts tomorrow. And then I will place that announcement here on Monday for you, so it's also here. So I'm excited to start the class and looking forward to working with you. I think as long as you keep an open mind and a positive attitude, and you're going to do great in this class. And do know that it is going to take up some time. It is a real class, but you will get so much out of it. I really invite you to take a look at the course testimonials. They are here in week 1. These are written by the students from last term. So these are from spring 2026, the last time I taught a 14-week guidance 507 class. And each of these students has something to say to you about how it was for them taking the class. And these are pretty honest opinions, and you'll get a chance to do this if you get to the end of the class. Only students who are at the, make it all the way to the end are leaving these, okay? So prepare for your quiz next week and make sure you review the course syllabus and that you understand how the class works, and review all of the information that's up in Canvas right now. If you have questions, you know how to reach me. Text 909-224-1204. Thank you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful start to the class. Bye.